I don't know if you saw, but Alexandria Che Guevara Cortez stopped by Neiman Marxist to get her nails done as a personal act of reclamation.
Hello everybody, happy Friday. And I say happy because joy too can be an act of resistance. I want to talk about personal acts of reclamation because sometimes people will say, there's nothing I can do, I can't do, I feel so powerless. And there is no act too small that you can engage in. And even today, I have a personal errand. I need to redo my nails. And I've decided that I'm going to use my new manicure as almost like a personal act of reclamation for me and my story.
Her next personal act of reclamation? Getting fitted for those brand new horseshoes. Now, you know why she did this, don't you? It's in case one of her supporters who can't afford food just so happens to see her in that Neiman Marx's nail salon. I don't know about you, but as a personal act of reclamation, I mean, for me, I'm just going to get my butt hairs braided. Everything is about me. Hey guys, study after study shows that if you want strong bones and muscles, healthy hair, skin, teeth, and nails, you need the 5 types of collagen in your diet. I get mine from BioTrust. I've got a link in the description with a massive discount, and it'll tell you all about it.
I thought this was interesting. And I don't think Antifa really cares because, you know, as long as they get their paychecks from George Soros, pretty much anything goes. Portland Antifa mistakenly attacks pro-abortion pregnancy center during a night of rage. During the second consecutive night of riots in Portland, man, I would not want to be living in Portland. Anybody out there live in Portland or near Portland witnessing all this stuff happening? Following the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. By the way, abortion wasn't made illegal. Basically, the Supreme Court turned it over to the states to decide how they're going to run their geographic locations, their statist geographic locations. I don't know what people think this overturning of Roe v. Wade did. It didn't put a blanket of illegality on abortions. It's not what it did. It just gave the power back to the states. Antifa militants mistakenly targeted a pro-abortion pregnancy facility and what is being described as a violent attack. Maura White, the executive director of Mother and Child Education Center, told Fox and Friends that protesters attacked her center on Saturday after they mistakenly believed that they were anti-abortion, while White explained that she's pro-choice liberal Democrat. White explained that she's a pro-choice liberal Democrat. The violence was horrible. My organization, we're nonprofit, and we help moms, families, kids in need, babies from 0 to 5 years old. We're just there to help people, she explained. So they mistakenly thought that we were out there doing anti-abortion and everything. Andy No posted this on his Twitter feed. Rioters smashed the clinic's windows and sprayed painted slogans on the property, costing the nonprofit at least $10,000 in damage. On Saturday, June 25th, Antifa militants carried out violent attacks as they rampaged through Northeast Portland, vandalizing and engaging in property destruction. I really do feel sorry for anybody who's out there in that area that has to deal with this kind of nonsense. And this right here is why do you need an AR-15? Why do you need a high-capacity magazine with 30 rounds? Well, probably because there's 25 people outside of my house and they're threatening to burn my house down with my family inside. Why do I need an AR-15? Why do I need a 30-round magazine? It's none of your business, but that would be a good reason to have one. According to the Portland Police Bureau, the group vandalized and smashed windows to a coffee shop, local bakery, a parked Tesla vehicle, 2 different banks, a public school bus, and a pregnancy resource center. Here's some of the footage right here. Oh, the broken window. It's just nonsense, man. So easy to go through for these Antifa people to go through and just destroy people's property. Portland mayoral aide Sam Adams is on the scene of a vandalized Starbucks in Northeast Portland. It's despicable, he says. We need more police. Look at that. I'm not a Starbucks fan, but come on. This is private property damage. Thousands of demonstrators have gathered across Portland to protest the Supreme Court decision on Roe v. Wade, which overturned the federal right to abortion in the United States. Portland police officers were unable to intervene due to limited police resources and life-threatening emergency calls. Quote, officers were monitoring the crowd but did not have resources to intervene in the moment. That's what. Oh, why do we need firearms? Why do we not want red flag laws? Why do we not want high-capacity magazine restrictions? Why do we not want bump stock bans and AK-47 long rifle bans? Because officers did not have the resources to help the people. How about that? How about that? You want a hero? Don't wait for one. Be your own hero. At the time of this event, there was an injury, shooting, and a stabbing in the East Precinct and a felony assault in the Central Precinct. Additionally, a community festival in the North Precinct was underway. An impromptu dance party drew approximately 1,000 people to Irvin Park, and they held a march and blocked the traffic. That's another thing, blocking traffic, keeping people, just halting production, just being a general nuisance. Have you seen what's going on in LA? There's hundreds of people in the middle of the freeway, keeping people from getting point A to point B. What if some of those people need to be rushed to the hospital? What if some people need to make it to work, and if they don't clock in on time, they're going to lose their jobs? These Antifa people do not care because they do not have jobs. That's why, I mean, I'm not for the making of any law, but Ron DeSantis in Florida said, hey, if there's protesters like that in the street, you will not be held liable if you just run them over and go ahead and clock in. Don't even worry about it. You got to take grandma to the hospital, and you got to take out a couple of Antifa in the middle of the street because they were stupid enough to stand in the street. Don't even think twice about it. We got your back. That seems like a pretty good policy to me. Didn't have the resources. Additionally, a community festival was underway. No arrests have been made. White was thankful the police took the time to help her. I do feel that the defund the police movement has definitely impacted their ability to be more proactive and be out there in the streets. So you got the thin blue line gang members, and that's what they are, the thin blue line gang members out there terrorizing people because they got what it takes to take what you've got. They'll take away your freedoms. They'll economically terrorize you. You're not for them because morality dictates that you wouldn't be, but you're also not for Antifa and the people calling to defund the police. But defunding the police, defunding a criminal cartel, a criminal organization is a good idea. So what's the answer in between? The answer is empower yourself. You see stuff like this happening, street justice is a good thing. Get together with your community. Go shooting together. Find out how to work your weapons together. Stockpile weapons and ammunition, some might suggest. Now, not me. I'm not suggesting that you do that. But some people might think it's a good idea to do that. Why do you need an AK-47 AR-15? When I see stories like this, that makes me think, well, gosh, why wouldn't you want one? Why wouldn't you want to empower yourself? It's kind of like being a teacher. Why wouldn't you want to be a teacher? You're in class anyway. You're probably going to never need that personal protection device that you got locked away safely in your drawer. But if you ever did need it, wouldn't it be nice to have it? It is better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So you got all these teachers going, I'm there to teach kids. I'm not there to protect them. Well, what if you got to? Wouldn't it be nice to say, okay, kids, everybody get behind me. We're locked and loaded. No problem. When I see the whites of his eyes, if he comes anywhere near you, there's only one person going out of this school with a body bag, and it ain't going to be you, and it ain't going to be me over my dead body. So I don't understand teachers who wouldn't say, you know what? And leave it as a voluntary thing. You don't have to if you don't want to, but why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you be armed? Why wouldn't you train yourself so that when evil visits your classroom, you're ready? I don't know. This doesn't make any sense to me.
With all the crazy stated plans of the Great Reset, the currency reset, and even the food reset, it's not a matter of if the store shelves are going to clear and there's a lack of food. The question is when. You need to get long-term storable food. It doesn't matter if it's from me or you just go to the store and you buy food. Just grab dry, storable food while you can. If you want to get it from me, you're going to support the channel and you're going to help yourself out because my link has a discount code embedded within it. You can check that out in the description below.